Thursday, June 2nd. I'm off work today. I'm headed back over here to management area, Alabama public land. Gonna go do some scouting, hang some cameras. I know one place I'm gonna hang a camera because I had a camera in there last year and had a good buck on camera, and so I'm gonna get over here and might turn this into a full-length video. I don't know. We'll just kind of see what kind of sign I see. If I see something I feel like could be a good teaching moment, I'll be sure to film it and throw this little GoPro in my pocket. So stay tuned. Well, I scouted my way in here. Up behind me, way back up the roads at Greenfield, and so I was already kind of thinking that a deer might use where I'm at right now. It's kind of a buck might use this as a staging area, and sure enough, I got some rubs right up down through this little bottom leading up to the Greenfield way up on top of the ridge. But what I'm looking at hunting is going to be way off back down in here. See, the buck is probably going to be staying back down in here in a thicket that I know of, and he's using this little drainage to access and come up here, and he's probably using this, you know, right after dark if I was guessing. So if I was going to hunt him, especially early season, I'd want to get right on here and find me a place and hunt him and try to catch him coming out right before dark. So that's just a little tip there for if you have anything that you can relate that to. When you get out here, make sure you try to find these trails right here. I don't know if you can tell it, but right through there, that's a pretty good trail. Back up top, way back up here, there's better trails that are a little more wore out on the sides of the banks. But me personally, I've not had as much success hunting those as I have some of these type trails. That's kind of more of your feint. It's a little closer to, I guess, what you'd call seclusion. So, tip of the day. All right, so I scouted my way around through this bottom, back through here, come around, it's a little open, and I get up in here, and you see all that. That's what I like to see. Anytime you can get in some laurel, I love hunting laurel. The reason why I love it is because I can find me a tree like that one right there, and I can get up real high in it. Those deer think that they're safe, and a lot of times you can get in your climber and get up high enough where you can see down in it. Not only is it a laurel, but it's also a good trail coming right through here. And that's a perfect scenario. I've already kind of made a big circle around right out here and come back. And I'm fixing to hang a camera right here. It's too good of a spot there. This is one of those historic trails it's getting used by deer and pigs. And so there was a little rub right down here in the bottom, right at coming into the laurel. And I'm sure there's a lot more if I want to. And I might go ahead and circle the whole bottom out while I'm right here and look, and might even find a shed. That'd be nice. Had slipped up here in this laurel thicket. Good trail coming right through here. Another one intersecting, fresh deer droppings. Decided I was gonna slip on up through here, see what I could find. And this right here is why we wear snake chaps in the woods. This little guy, he's not gonna hurt anything, so we're gonna just ease on, let him sit here by this trail, and I guess see what he can catch for lunch. We're gonna leave him alone, but we might hang a camera right here by him. All right, maybe I got a camera back working. Been having camera problems here. I think my phone is full. Gonna show some good stuff on back there. Finally got this GoPro back working, but I want to just kind of tell y'all what I'm out here doing, like a big picture of this whole scenario here. Last year had a really big buck up here across the top of this ridge on camera in the rut, and so I've come in from a totally different ridge system way over there across the big drainage holler, come up the other side, and that's coming up that other side, that's where I seen that snake and all that. And I have been finding a whole lot of thick stuff, whole lot of laurel, and I love to see that laurel. And so that's going to help me find this buck and kill him, I hope, because where I had a picture of him last year in the rut was really kind of wide open, and I know that a big smart buck is going to stick to more of something like this on the edge of this laurel, and maybe some of these trails like this one right here in front of me. It's coming around kind of the edge, the crest of this hill. Some people call it a military crest, I guess. But we're just trying to find him, get one more piece to the puzzle, figure out where he's at. So that's kind of about my objective today. I've hung 2 cameras. I've got a few more. I know one spot I'm gonna hang one, but I've got an extra one in case I decide to hang another one. Alright, so I found this place right here that is not on the maps. I didn't have it marked, so that shows you why you should always just come and put boots on the ground, because you never know what you'll find. I was actually coming around the top of the ridge following a deer trail, a pretty good deer trail. Didn't really look like anything that I would hunt because it was a little too open for me. But then I get down here and it's just kind of just a real subtle drainage right here. Not like, it doesn't even really show up on topo. And I've already walked down it, but there's a good deer trail right there. And there's a deer track about 4 fingers wide in it. And so what I've done is I've come up here and I've set where my camera will pick up right in here where this trail and this trail meets. And so anytime I hang a camera, I always want to put it in a place where they'll meet. Now usually I like to hang my cameras high. You know, I wanted to put it up higher in the tree, but today I don't have any screw in mounts or anything like that for the camera. So we're gonna hang it right here and see what we got come bow season. I would not be surprised at all if that is my big buck that I'm after this year. So we'll catch you on the next. Alright, so I made it on over to my last place that I was going to hang my camera. Put it on the same tree I had it on last year, and I didn't show that place. It's kind of, if you hunt this area, you might recognize it, I don't know, but anyways, I have circled back around the ridge right here. I've come around and I'm right here between the creek and top of the ridge, and my original thought was to walk the creek bottom all the way back out and then hop out and go up to the truck. So what I'm going to do first, before I just go straight to the bottom, I'm going to walk probably 100-200 yards out, kind of this, you might call a shelf, secondary shelf right through here, and see if I see any buck sign from last year before I drop on down to the creek and walk it out. So anytime you scout, if you can, instead of going to the same place twice, like walking in and out on the same trail, always try to do an alternate route, because you're seeing twice the amount of ground, and you're technically doing twice the amount of scouting. If I had Chase here, one of us would walk this shelf and one of us would be walking the creek, but I don't. He's working today, so I had to do it by myself. But well, I'm going to show you right here why you always walk out a different way. And I almost thought about taking a shortcut back there. Don't you look right here? It's a pretty good sized tree. I don't know how big it looks on this camera, but that is possibly the buck that I'm after. I don't know. I've seen some big tracks today. I'm not going to say it's for sure him, but I feel like I'm kind of figuring this area out a little better just by putting boots on the ground. I've been several miles. I say several, I'm going to tell you real quick. I've been right at 3 miles today, and I've got a mile, quarter, maybe mile and a half at the most back to the truck. So I am tickled to find this rub right here toward the end of the scouting trip, and I actually got a camera, 2 cameras right here pretty close, and so I'm excited about it. Today has been a really good day in the scouting woods. I want to show y'all what some of these deer will travel up through some of this big old thick stuff. This is about a 4.5 foot. They jumped. See the track right here? Not necessarily a huge deer, but there's actually been a few. There's probably a mama and a baby coming off right there, jumping down. I've seen their tracks coming up through here. I'm just trying to get out of this hole, and this was the best place I could find to get out, but that just goes to show you what they'll travel. Here's your wildlife moment. Turtle right there. He's hanging off the side of this rock. I don't know what he's doing. Y'all real quick what we're looking for as far as tracks. This one, he was coming through here in a hurry, but he is coming down this drainage, and fixing to come a thunderstorm. Luckily I'm close to the truck. I think I'm probably about 300 yards. Heard a little bit of rain. Been hearing thunder for about 15 minutes, so I'm gonna hurry up and get out of here. But this whole drainage right here is ate up with tracks. I'm talking about ate up. He's come through here. He's using it. Well, little update here. I made it out just in time. The bottom fell out.